Okay, so I'm gonna do a little update video on this trailer that we've been working on, the Overland trailer. I just gotta move some crap out of the way. It's been sitting here for a week or so since we got back from our southern Utah trip, trying it out. So there's a couple things that did not work with it. The lights that we had added underneath here, I had to take them all off and send them back because they were not working at all. I don't know what was going on. I traced all my wires and my power, and I had power and everything, just nothing was working. So sent those back and ordered another set here on Amazon. This is a new set right here. About the same. The only thing that's kind of different is this little box seems a little hokey and not really waterproof, so I guess we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully it'll work. I just plugged them in to the battery, test them out, and they seem to be working okay. So let's get those things installed real quick, reinstall them, zip tie them down, and then there's a couple other little things I need to work on. This battery box right here, I'm not too happy with it, so I think I'm going to go run down to Harbor Freight. They have a trailer box. I'd like to move just a little more weight over the tongue, and then this, getting out of here, will give me a lot more room for activities, storing stuff. Kind of ran out of some room right in here last time, so I'd like to do that. The fridge, for the most part, is okay. One thing that's kind of annoying right here, see that or not? Yeah, is when you open it, well, if people put shovels back, right, which they don't in my house, okay, it hits right here, so that sucks. But you can still get in. It just sucks. You gotta go kind of hold it open while you're trying to get stuff out of there. And then some stuff has kind of worked itself loose, so we're gonna tighten that down so it'll stay in place better. Overall, for a first trip, I think it went pretty good. I'm happy with everything and how it turned out, so I guess we'll start putting these lights on, zip tying them down, and I'll show you that after we're done. So to install these, just make sure your surfaces are clean. Get some kind of, like, I'm going to use some electrical cleaner. Should take everything off these bars, like any dirt or anything. So just wipe it down the bottom. See how dirty that got in one trip. It's probably taking out some paint too, but that's okay. I don't need all the paint, just most of it. Okay. And then make sure you don't step on your stuff, that's bad. I'm going to take these longer strips here. I'm just going to mount underneath there. Go ahead and make sure that you take off the backing a little bit to start out. And then your center point, a little bit like that. Just gonna try and keep this like right underneath here. It did suck that these were not working while we were camping. It would have been really cool to try them out. And just kind of press them into place. Do a little at a time so you keep them nice and lined up and straight. Since this is my second time doing this, I think I can probably get them to stay pretty good. Alright, so you should get the gist of that. I'll do a little time lapse now on the other lights here as I get those installed. So I've got them on. I'm not overly impressed with these ones. These seem even cheaper than the last ones, even though they cost a bit more. so irritating. I'm so sick of Chinese junk. I'd actually pay a little bit more for something better. Jeez. Okay, so I just gotta route all the wires over there. We'll do that now. Okay, got everything kind of like connected up here. I'm just gonna take straight here again. I've got a bunch of this heat shrink. I'm just gonna slide this over the wire for now. Make it look all nice and pretty. Then we can start connecting other parts up. We can heat shrink this stuff. I love heat shrink. You can get your stuff through there. Alright, everything's on. I can grab the torch real quick and just heat that stuff up. We got a little bit left to go down here, but we're about there. Grab that torch real quick. What's going on with my camera today? Okay, we're gonna finish up a little more of this heat shrink. We're gonna connect everything up into, combine it with this wiring here, run it down to the battery. I think I'm gonna go run and get that box real quick. Harbor Freight's having a sale on one. It's a steel box. It'll fit there. I don't usually use Harbor Freight stuff, but it's a box. It just needs to have a place to seal my electronics into. So this thing seemed to do okay. The inverter was fine. I've got some other electrical components coming to hook in, so we might as well just put them all in a box so they're nice and safe and locked up. So I'm a guy that likes stuff. I like my stuff nice and clean, and so I just like it out of the way, cleaned up. Should be nice to work with. So it's alright to redo stuff. I never have a problem redoing stuff. If you can make it a better design and make it work and be functional, why not do it? So we're going to go ahead and go get that box now and kind of finish this. We'll be able to finish this wiring. Oh, alright, we're going to go run to Harbor Freight. We're going to fire up the old beast. My favorite car I've ever owned. Well, I like my truck a lot too. 1987 535. It's in pretty good shape. I need to get a dash kit though. It's cracked. 5-speed manual. I think it's 3.4 or 3.5 liter. I forget. Manual transmission. Probably need some bushings in that thing. Stupid check light's always on. Every time you get in this thing, it'll have a little blinking check light until you hit your brake pedal. Because it's always thinking your stupid brake lights are not working. Let's take her for a little rip. Oh, fun. A little bit of a corner here. Sorry about the hand switch there, you got steer and video. only thing I got left to fix on this car is the air conditioning down there. It does not work so good, unfortunately. But everything else works. I probably need some new barrels for my BBS wheels on this because, well, one is bent, and I think I bent another one when I hit a cat. And I didn't hit the cat on purpose. There was another tomcat chasing it, and well, it ran out in front of me while I was doing 50. I had no chance of stopping. So he's in kitty heaven now. It was a big sucker, another tomcat. Dented in my valence too. That's how hard I hit him. And then my steering is a little wobbly from that tire, a little shaky from that wheel. Will probably be even bent up front. That kind of sucks. So we gotta find some new wheels or some new barrels for this thing. Just put new tires on it. I lowered it about 1.5 inches with some new coil springs, and other than that, it's pretty much original. It's showing about 221,000 miles on this car. Doesn't seem to burn any oil. I've been driving it for about 2,000 miles now. But you can see the back is nice and clean. The seats are immaculate. No holes. Well taken care of car. Probably need a paint job. Probably will. There's lots of rock chips in the front of the bonnet. Kind of sucks. The back end was hit in a wreck, and they didn't really fix it the best that they could have. So we'll have to fix that next. Maybe we'll have an off-road channel I made myself. But if you like cars and trucks and off-roading in general, you know, old cars can be kind of fun. I like fixing up old cars. Alright, well, we'll go to Harbor Freight now. We'll check in later. Okay, back from Harbor Freight. These old cars, man, they got great trunks. Check this out. I mean, this isn't huge, but damn, girl, still fits in there. Let's look at what we got here. Got this for $71. Yeah. How much crap is inside? Oh, not bad, not bad. Comes with some brackets to hold it down. Sweet. Let's pull this baby out of here. Box. And toolbox. It's bueno. Oh. Yep, good quality when you can't even put your sticker for your product on straight. So I got some fancy keys with it too. Let's just rip those out of there. Alright, that looks like should be enough room for battery. And it's sealed. Air quotes, sealed. Let's take a look at the trailer. Ugh. I need to clean up my garage. There's too much garbage in here. Ugh. Step out the door. Oops. There you go. I thought that'll work. What about you? Think that'll work? Not bad. Look at this. Might just weld it right to there. Yeah, why not? It's not gonna hurt anything. Stick our battery in there with the battery box and move a couple of other electrical items inside the box. So there we are. That should fit nicely. And then we're moving the battery into the box right here. Here's a new box. Probably gonna get welded to the tongue. I don't know. I'll consider that. I'd rather weld it than it doesn't fall off. Here's the old battery box down here. And then I'm going to work on trying to figure out which bit of crap here I want to move. I'm going to keep, decided I'm going to keep the junction box for the lights and everything right here. I'm going to keep this fuse box right here. But I think I'm going to move this dual battery controller and this. Okay, quick update here. So I'm going to cut right down this line. I want to keep this part. This other part will stay in here. I'm going to drill a new hole up here, up top, to keep that mounted. The party lights, that's what I like to call them. Little control box is just going to go right there. It's going to be drilled in and mounted. And then I can hook it directly to that fuse box. We're going to run the battery cable through a little passage right here. Right down there. I'm going to cut off this piece of aluminum, and then we're going to fix this thing back up. It fell out a little bit, so I'll have to fix that back up. But we're going to run our power and our ground wire back through here. I'm going to go get a longer wire for the battery positive cable. And then we'll start mounting stuff down into the box here. There's our battery box. I'm going to mount that in there too, so it doesn't move around. And then we'll have a lot more cargo area. That'll be nice, instead of having that stupid battery in the way. I think we'll do that. I'm going to go eat some lunch, and then start probably getting the rest of this put together. So I just need some longer battery cables. I don't think I've got anything here I can use for that. And I've probably got some amplifier wiring, but jeez, I need a shop. I'm so sick of this crap. Maybe I can use this. That'd probably be good enough. I'll just put some ends on it. Yeah, I got enough of that crap. Jeez. I guess it helps to be a hoarder. Oh, there we go. We'll stick that baby in there. I think this is from one of my old stereo systems. Put like a 40 amp maxi fuse in there. That'd actually probably be a good idea. That'll break it if I have any like electrical issues. It'd be a good way to break the circuit and not have issues. And then I got to run this back up over here. I'd like to make a distribution block for power, or I might just go buy one, so that power just goes right into these and out to each accessory. So the party lights are going to be on there at the top one, and I really don't have a whole lot of other stuff to add, other than I'm going to have a cigarette lighter coming that's going to mount here, so I can plug in the fridge to it. And then it has USB plugins too, so that if you want to charge a phone, or like this thing has a USB cord to hook up the there's like an LED light strip up inside this tent, so you can just plug it all in. I think I'll probably just do that. It is kind of weird that the LED light strip does not have an on-off switch, so you have to unplug it, so it's kind of stupid. Oh well. Lots of stupid stuff, right? Okay, so just gonna mount this like here in the center, and then I'm gonna mount my battery box right in the center as well. And then we're gonna weld this baby to it and be done. I gotta drill a hole for some wiring to come through there though. Maybe just do a grommet. So move on to that phase. Okay, we got the little panel in here now. I'm gonna run a couple screws down through the bottom here just to give it a little more stability. Dual battery chargers in now. We'll start wiring that up. Battery box. We'll sit about there. Once we get everything kind of centered up, I'm gonna probably have it over here a little bit more. And then the inverter, where did I put that? That's over here. That baby. She's a bit dirty. Just probably have this word facing upward. Just stick that in there real quick. Alright. I'll put that in there. Put the battery in. There you go. And then just bolt that battery right there. So we'll still have some room over here for some storage of crap, trailer crap, whatever. Alright, quick update. We got the box welded in. It's all nice centered. I just welded it right to the frame. I don't plan on taking it off soon. Some wires going through there with some grommets. We'll touch that with a little paint. This baby's mounted. Put a couple screws through there, self-tappers. And then we've got our wire coming down through there into our box. So, and then this is the wire that's going to connect up to the back up into the junction box here, and then we'll do a relay over here for some power. I am probably going to buy some kind of junction for the electrical power here, like a little breaker or something that can just run little pieces of wire off to hook up fuses and stuff. So that's about where we're at. Just got to put the battery box in, bolt it down, and then start hooking up wires to the battery splitter and the inverter. Yeah, so we'll just hook up the wires from the battery to the dual battery charger and then to the inverter, and we'll be pretty good to go. Okay, we've got everything mounted. We have our battery isolator mounted. We've got our inverter mounted up. I did put a little bit of plumber's tape around it and mount it so it won't move. We've got some grommets holding our wiring in. This is our power that comes off of the truck's battery alternator, whatever, and then it splits off. So this one is going to charge the battery. This is a ground, and then this will be the ground back to the body and back to the truck. So that's that, and then I'll have to get in here and make a few adjustments still. Let's get back into the junction box and make a few little adjustments, but we're about there. Alright, get everything installed. Battery box is in and bolted down. Battery's in and hooked up. I think it fits nice. I kind of moved it that side more so I could build a store crap down here if I want to. So kind of a nice clean setup. I will have I think that's about all I'm gonna have in here, besides maybe some straps or like my netting or something else in there. So we're good to go there. That's done. So just close that up, lock it up. She's all sealed. Well, so we'll get going on this stuff here. Let me turn on the light so you can see what's back here. So that's about it for here. So I'm gonna take off this cable. We're gonna replace it with this one and hook it into the junction box. I gotta still ground. I'm gonna ground this wire still right here, and that's it. Okay, we finally got this done. The connection has been redone inside the battery box, or the junction box that connects us to our, that connection there goes down to the dual battery charger controller inside the toolbox. And we have one more wire coming up here from the battery to run our fuse box, our auxiliary hookup. So we'll get that trimmed up eventually here, and then we just got to put this box and cover back together. And then let me show you down here inside the box. All right, we have our battery connections all coming through here through grommets and held in place by rubber isolators. Bolted down, we've got our inverter right there, and we've got our dual battery charger splitter right there. So everything's nice and hooked up. Now for the part we've all been waiting for. Let's see if we can get these new lights that I've been working on all day installed. This is our new battery box, tongue box. Get that baby closed up here. It's getting dark outside. I don't have light on this side of the garage. Anyway, she's all locked up. Everything in here is good and connected, so I'm going to hook up my last couple things here and then we'll try out the lights. Alright, let's close this garage door and show off some lights. Put some tools away because the party lights are back and fixed. And much better wiring situation here. Yeah, check her out. Hell yeah. Let's turn off the lights in here. Oh, I got crap in the way, as usual. Stupid bucket. I should clean up my mess. I'll do that tomorrow. This has been an all-day project for some reason. It's pretty cool. I don't know how long it's going to take for that stupid light to go out in the garage door, but so we do white. We can go, it's the max brightness right there, and then let's move over here. You can see it better. There we go. There we go. They're getting dimmer. About as dim as they can go, and then about as bright as she gets. And then we have a couple different options here. We can do white, blue, green, red, orange, and yellow. Red's good to keep the bugs away. They'll do it. I wouldn't call that really a red. Huh. Blue, green. It's not looking like red. It looks like orange. That's yellow. Cyan. Purple. I'm getting the red. That's kind of annoying. That's off. On. Pretty fun. Shut that off. Alright. Stay tuned. We'll probably have some more little mods to finish this thing up. This was another kind of like a bigger mod, so add about another $100 to the thing. I'm almost at like, I'm over $2,000 now, but I don't think that's too bad. Family time, fun, and a good time. So anyway, that's it. Peace out.